Thanks for listening to English Go Podcast. If you'd like to listen without adverts, read episode transcripts, or listen to extra bonus episodes, please check the description for more details.
Flexibility is great. That's why there's yoga. Flexibility for your insurance coverage is great too. That's why there's United Healthcare Insurance Plans. Underwritten by Golden Rule Insurance Company, United Healthcare Insurance Plans offer flexible, budget-friendly coverage for medical, vision, dental, and more. One of these plans may be right for you if you're, say, between jobs, coming off your parents' plan, turning a side hustle into a full hustle, or even missed open enrollment. Want more flexibility? Find out more about United Healthcare Insurance Plans at uh1.com.
Easter's in full bloom at Whole Foods Market with great deals on spiral cut bone-in ham and leg of lamb, both crowd pleasers. Round out your spread with quiche, deviled eggs, and delicious catering platters from Prepared Foods. Oh, and remember to pick up a Whole Foods Market bunny cake from the bakery. Strapped for time? They cater too, with delicious options available without the effort. Find hundreds of Easter deals and delights now at Whole Foods Market.
Botox Cosmetic, onabotulinum toxin A, FDA approved for over 20 years. So, talk to your specialist to see if Botox Cosmetic is right for you.
For full prescribing information, including boxed warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Remember to ask for Botox Cosmetic by name. To see for yourself and learn more, visit BotoxCosmetic.com. That's BotoxCosmetic.com.
How has my study been going lately? I thought I'd give you an update, although it might not be the most interesting of updates, to be perfectly honest. I would say it's been going probably not so well, not as well as I would have liked it to. And I think the main reason for that, potentially, maybe, the main reason for that is that no matter what I try and do, I cannot seem to get into a decent morning routine. And I am incredibly confused as to why I can't do this. Like, something that was so easy to do when I was living in England, and I just can't do it in Japan. And I've got theories, I've got like possible reasons as to why this might be the case. But I just do not know. So what I would do in England is I would wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, and it was really easy getting into that habit. To get into that habit, I used to just set my alarm for 6 a.m. and then move it somewhere far away from my bed, so that when the alarm goes off, I have to get out of bed to switch it off, and usually that would wake me up enough, and then I could, it would stop me from going back into bed. I'd think, yeah, I'm out of bed now, you may as well stay out of bed. And then after, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks of doing that, my body just learnt 6 a.m. is the time when I get up, and then after then, like, the alarm would go off, and I'd think, yeah, I feel like getting up, I'm nice and refreshed, I've slept well. Or sometimes, like, I'd wake up naturally, and it'd be like 5 minutes before 6, 5 minutes before my alarm was going to go off, and I'd just wake up, get out of bed, switch the alarm off, and I usually go and make a cup of tea. That was really easy to do in England. That is not easy to do in Japan. I have been wanting to get back into that routine for over a year now, and it is really starting to annoy me, if I'm perfectly honest with you. And the reason I want to get back into that routine is because for me, I don't know about everyone, but for me, if I start my day like that, if I say, this is my plan, get up at 6, then it's so much easier for the rest of the day to go to plan. Because you might be like, get up at 6, do this, start studying at 7, I don't know, something like that. But like, if you get up at like 8 one day, 7 the other day, maybe 9 one day, for example, you don't really have like, it's 7 o'clock, time to study. It's hard to sort of get into that everyday routine. So the reason I really want to get back into waking up, I mean, it doesn't have to be 6, it could be 7, or 8, and 8's a bit late. It could be 7, but the reason I really want to get used to like waking up at the same time every morning is just because it makes a routine so much easier for me. Also, it's a bit like, I feel it a bit like demotivating if I wake up. If I wanted to wake up at 6 and I woke up at 7, or I wanted to wake up at 6 and I got up at 8, I think like, I've missed an hour out of my day. I've missed 2 hours out of my day, and it's just like starts the day off badly for me, and so I feel a bit like I don't have as much energy as I normally would. Like before, when I used to get up at 6 every morning, it's like I wake up, I think, great, what am I going to do today? Or usually the answer would be studying Japanese or something like that. But it just gave me so much more energy and so much more desire, motivation to be able to do the things I wanted to do. And what usually happens most mornings, if I'm really honest with you, is I'll get up, usually between 7 and 8-ish, and then I sort of think, wish I'd got up earlier, and I either look at my phone or open my laptop and read some news on there, and then end up getting a bit distracted and putting things off, putting off studying. So I'll start watching some silly video on YouTube, not silly, like it was, like a technical video, like something related to computing probably, but silly because I'm watching it, and I know I shouldn't be watching it, and I'm doing it because I'm trying to delay the time when I get started. But like I say, all of this, when I wake up early, when I wake up at the right time, it never seems to happen. I'm just like more focused, and I can concentrate better. So this is really why I want to get back into that routine. But like I say, I've been trying for a whole year, and I thought that it was a really easy thing to do, to get into a good routine with like sleep and waking up. And I remember talking about this on previous episodes, saying like, oh, it's a really easy thing to do. You just set your alarm clock for the same time every day, even on the weekends, and move it away from your bed, and you'll get out of bed and you'll be able to get into this routine really easily, is what I thought. I just cannot figure out why I can't do the same thing when I'm in Japan. I think it might be because of my job. Because I'm working a lot later. I don't finish until 8 p.m. And maybe just like that offset, that move, pushing my normal job hours into a later time, maybe it just makes me a bit too tired on the evenings. And so waking up, like doing like a lot of thinking, I'm doing programming, and that means lots of thinking. Maybe it's maybe it just uses too much energy, and I need to sleep more or something like that, and I can't get up as early as I would like to because of that. It might just be that. But I don't know. I can't experiment with that because I can't stop doing my job and seeing if I get back into a routine easily. But I think that's probably the number one potential cause. So number one possible reason is my job. The second one, I'm going to blame on my wife. Although it's technically not her fault. But like, we have this phrase, partners in crime, and it means like two people doing something naughty together. That doesn't sound very good. Two people doing something they shouldn't be together. Again, that doesn't sound very good. But it's sort of like, the alarm's gone off. I'm supposed to get out of bed. She's supposed to get out of bed. But if we don't both get out of bed, it's like, well, it's okay, she's not getting out of bed, so I can do the same. So that's like my partner in crime. It's not a real crime, but that's just like a phrase we use. So yeah, maybe there's that element of it as well. And I mean, I can't really blame someone else for that. It's entirely my fault. But I do think there's sort of like an extra like pull. Like if you I don't know, if you have a partner and if that partner gets out of bed before you, maybe you find it a bit easier to wake up. Maybe, it sort of like motivates you if they're able to get up early in the morning. And maybe the opposite is true too. If they don't get up, then maybe it's like demotivates you and you can, like feel a bit more lazy, that sort of thing. So yeah, those are two possible causes, although the second one's more of a joke sort of thing. There may be some truth to it, but no, I imagine that most of the cause is probably just working really late and doing something that's quite tiring late in the day, and that's stopping me from waking up early. Having said that, though, I mean, even if that's true, I still want to find a way of having a better routine, or maybe, I don't know, maybe just waking up later, and just maybe being okay with waking up at 8 a.m. in the morning instead of 6, or 7 instead of 6, and sticking to that. But I don't know, there's something about 6 a.m. for me that's like something special about it that 8 a.m. and 7 a.m. can't give me. There's if you wake up at 6, it's like a different atmosphere, like outside for a start. So outside, you look outside and it feels like the day has just begun. I guess it depends where you live, obviously. But in England, well, actually, in the winter, it's horrible because 6 a.m. is dark. You just want to go back to bed. But in the spring, probably, and certainly the summer, it really does feel like the sort of like the world is just waking up. Like the earth is just waking up. The birds are singing, and the sky is getting brighter and brighter, and just a different feeling, a different atmosphere, and that gives me motivation. The day's quieter in the morning. People are just starting to wake up, starting to go out to work. So it's like the beginning of something, and you can really feel that at 6 a.m. I never get that same feeling at 7 or 8 so much. Maybe that's just me, but yeah, I've got to change this. Because I think if I can change it, if I can get it under control, then it just has this sort of like ripple effect, which means like it will touch many other areas. So like this will improve, and that will improve, and this will improve. And one of those things will be studying, that will improve. Because better routine, like a better sleeping routine, leads to a better studying routine, and so on and so on. So, I'm going to have another go at it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe I'm going to buy more alarm clocks and stick them in. Actually, that's an idea, isn't it? Imagine putting an alarm clock in every single room in the house, and then you've got to like go into the living room, into the kitchen, into even in the toilet maybe. And I'm pretty sure by the time you switch them all off, you won't feel like going back to bed. I don't know. Maybe that will help me wake up. I don't know if it will help me stop me from feeling tired though if I'm working so late in the evenings. But we will see. We will see. I'll try something. So wish me the best of luck. And until next time, bye bye.
Hey everyone, I'm Craig Robinson, co-host of the Ways to Win podcast, alongside my good friend John Calipari. I've been on the go recently. Phoenix, Kansas City, Chicago. If you're like me and have a home but aren't always at home, you have an Airbnb. Hosting your home or a spare room is a very practical side hustle. If you live in a big game town, you can Airbnb your place for fans to stay in. Your home might be worth more than you think. Find out how much at airbnb.com/host.
A lot can happen in 3 years, like a chatbot may be your new best friend. But what won't change? Needing health insurance. United Healthcare Tri-Term Medical Plans, underwritten by Golden Rule Insurance Company, offer flexible, budget-friendly coverage that lasts nearly 3 years in some states. Learn more at uh1.com.
Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, FDA approved for over 20 years. So, talk to your specialist to see if Botox Cosmetic is right for you.
For full prescribing information, including boxed warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Remember to ask for Botox Cosmetic by name. To see for yourself and learn more, visit BotoxCosmetic.com. That's BotoxCosmetic.com.
Easter's in full bloom at Whole Foods Market with great deals on spiral cut bone-in ham and leg of lamb, both crowd pleasers. Round out your spread with quiche, deviled eggs, and delicious catering platters from Prepared Foods. Oh, and remember to pick up a Whole Foods Market bunny cake from the bakery. Strapped for time? They cater too, with delicious options available without the effort. Find hundreds of Easter deals and delights now at Whole Foods Market.